You would only find out when to stop eating when you feel full, but that means like your hormones are in balance. But if you don't feel like you're getting full and you just keep eating, that's an imbalance. So again, the quick fix for that for now, obviously you have to address your hormones, you have to stop eating sugar, that's number one. You have to start including fiber in your system because the fiber would also actually kind of gauge now, oops, you're done, right? And the way I look at it, for example, is what I'm eating, let's say carbohydrates, I would make it the size of my clenched fist. And then if it's protein, I would make it the size of my palm right here. And
two questions actually.
Yeah,
One is when it comes to supplements.
Right.
What's your take? Usually when I take supplements, if I haven't eaten, I feel nauseous. I'm curious why. And secondly, if there's a special time that you should be, or if it's better to take when you eat them. My second question is about milk, fresh milk. What do you think about adults drinking fresh milk?
Well, what kind of supplements are you taking? It depends.
Mix of everything.
So you have like a reaction to it.
I usually feel nauseous if I take not creatine, what is that? Collagen and everything, multivitamins.
Right. Normally when you react to certain supplements, because you need enzymes to digest them and to absorb them. So even when you take in some stuff like that, and when you're getting like some sort of reaction like a headache, it could be a gut situation. Now you could have a leaky gut syndrome. So it could be like, Tita mentioned, overgrowth of bacteria that's not supposed to be there within your intestines, right? So you can have your gut checked through a certain test. You could have a fecal test and see how's your microbiome. That's would be my prognostic of that. And then drinking, H. pylori she mentioned, so you might need like antibiotics for that as well. So get your microbiome checked, see if you have H. pylori. So they'll give you the right medication to eradicate that, and then see if how you react to supplements will be better. Milk, milk is good, but it's high in fat. So I don't drink milk every day, but I love milk. So if I drink milk, I do low-fat milk. So yun.
Hi, Edward. I'm a personal trainer, so I always get asked by my clients, like, how long, like, with every single educational thing that we have learned here today, how long does it actually take for a lifestyle change? Most of us would expect, 1 week, 2 weeks, okay na, or before summer, 1 month. How long does the gut take time to adjust to the lifestyle change that we choose?
That's a good question. Well, there's so many studies shows that even 2 weeks. 2 weeks if you avoid high sugar food, change your diet to something more whole foods, and start to supplement more and exercise. But your body reacts to it within 2 weeks hormonally, and your biochemistry start to change. But also if you stop, it goes back to the normal, right? So I wanted to say this because like I see everything as like transaction, so like currency, For example, when I eat something bad or I indulge in doing things like maybe like have like few glasses of wine, I can make up for it because I have the currency that I built in my bank of health. So I have enough muscles, I take enough supplements, I even do intermittent fasting, 16 to 18 hours a day. Sometimes I only eat once. So I have the currency to make up for the stuff I do, right? The problem is for most people, they're doing things that, draining their currency of health. And eventually, how do you pay for that? Right? It's like outside that, when people live above their means, what happens, right? They can't make up for that anymore. So the name of the game is to build that currency. Put your biosoftwares in, be consistent with your diet, exercise, build the muscles, maintain it, and then you can enjoy life. The worst part is like you enjoy so much, boom, you're at a certain age, like you're only 50 or 40, now you can't eat that, everything becomes boring. Now you have so many tablets you're like taking in for medication. It also kills your gut. That's not life, man. So it's all about currency. You know what I mean? So there you go.
Jen, one more question here.
This
Hi.
is for the seniors, actually, for us. Okay, is it advisable to take in a lot of supplements? Because if you cannot get all the nutrients from the food that you intake. Okay, is it safe for the liver? And safe for the seniors?
It has to be balanced, pretty much. That's how I answer it. I wouldn't advise everyone to be taking 10 tablets. That's why, I introduce certain biosulfurs, because some of the biosulfurs is actually natural food, like fiber, right? It all comes down also to your enzymes and your gut health, because, sometimes when your gut is not in good shape, you cannot fully absorb. So I would suggest limit your supplement, different ones up to 5 to 6, right? And get it from your diet, the other parts of it. And then, of course, exercise. See, the problem with a lot of these supplements, you know how they're so thick, right?
So good.
Those are called excipients. So like about 40-50% of that are excipients, which your enzymes cannot fully digest. So that's what you call the bioavailability. So like it just sits there in your gut, like in your colon. So you have to also be picky with supplements, and you could limit it up to 5 or 6, right? So the name of the game is just to prepare your food at home, because anywhere you go, even when you go to a certain place that serves you salad or sandwich salad, look at the dressing in there, man. That's like full of fructose and sugar.
Okay, yours? Because I heard it will be good for our toxins.
When you fast, actually, it helps stimulate your stem cells, and it goes through the autophagy, where when your body is hungry, it's going to find something to eat. Your cells, right? Your white blood cells. So they're going to scavenge for like dead cells, debris, even mitochondria, and recycle them. So you reach a certain level of autophagy when you reach 16, and the longer, the better. So it's okay, actually, yeah. Nowadays, I do 18 hours. Yeah,
Can I
almost
add-
every day.
Can I
Yeah,
add to that?
yeah. Yes, Tita.
I think it depends. If you're diabetic, it's not
That
good,
also.
because you can be hypoglycemic and you can pass out. And you can go into a coma.
Yeah. Tama, Tita was tama. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So it's the best when you actually do that. You have to also consult with your medical practitioner. Yeah. But in general, for a lot of people that are healthy and have no pre-medical conditions, that's actually good. I would even recommend it.
But if you have your BUN and creatinine is high, you cannot be on high protein diet. So like if you have chronic kidney disease, you cannot be on that. That's why I was asking if there's an age limit to taking whey.
It's not that, Tita, like you can't take whey, but there's a limit to how much grams of protein you take on a daily basis. A combination of like how much from food and all that. As a matter of fact, like a lot of people are overdosing on protein because of how they eat, right? My father is a senior. He's about 73, and he just recently found out about whey protein. So whey protein is a good substitute without the sugar.
Lactose intolerant, like me. So what is substitute?
And some whey protein supplements are able to mitigate that. They put some compound in there that kind of mitigate your intolerance. There's also a supplement you could take called, if I'm not mistaken, it's called lactobacillus, which is good for the lactose intolerant. If it's too sweet, don't drink it. If it's too fried, don't eat it. So, because if you want the benefits from it, which is the probiotics, just take it from the tablets, or eat kimchi or yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Good to take food supplement and coffee, because I feel like we have a lot of coffee drinkers in the house.
Yeah, I'm a coffee drinker myself. As a matter of fact, I'm still on fast, and I just chug a whole
So coffee and food
brewed go.
supplement goes together?
I think it depends. You could space it out. I don't have the full scope of knowledge how it can counteract with certain supplements if you drink coffee with it, just to be safe, because it's very acidic and certain compounds in coffee could counteract. Drink your coffee and then space it out. Maybe 2 hours later, drink your supplements. Yeah.
Okay. Jen? Any more questions?
Soon after coffee,
Actually,
take your program.
there's a question here for Doc Tam specifically. Doc Tam, by the way, is an OB, and Doc Rick is a
Empty stomach an hour
German.
before.
Is there a free check?
Yeah, 2 hours before.
Doc Tam, there's a question. Is there anything that we could take or a supplement